In this Web3 and blockchain developer VQ episode, I'm going to answer your question on roadmap for how to become a blockchain developer. This will not be like many you have watched out there. I can assure you, because I'm going to be open with you based on my personal experience in this Web3 development stuff. As you can see it, I've been creating Web3 development content and courses for long. I have 3,005 plus, enrolled over 500 students, more and more. I've taken my Web3 development courses and bootcamp. So based on those experiences are what I want to take to break things down for you. Welcome, dear friend. I'm Solomon Foske, founder of dProgramming University, a free Web3 development education platform. Please note our content are for education purpose only, not financial, trading, investment, programming or development advice into any of the platform discussed. Always do your own research. And please, we may get sponsorship, partnership, token or whatever form during, before or after creating this content, but we try as much as possible to remain unbiased and make it educative. If that agreed on, let's get right into this content. As I mentioned earlier, when you talk about becoming a blockchain developer, you need to understand it's like you are comparing becoming a pilot to becoming a doctor. When we are kids, like, oh, I want to be a pilot. Pilot is just straightforward. It's either majority are like normal commercial pilots, maybe few you now think of maybe military pilot. But when you say you want to become a doctor, it's until you get to a level that you now understand that being doctor is more than a dozen, like more than 12, like doctor for eye, those that do surgery, those for dentists, those for children, those for pregnant women. You understand a lot. So the same is when you hear about Web3 and a blockchain developer. So that is the first section I want to categorize this to. I want to make things clear to you so that by the time you are ending this video, you now have a clear understanding which part. So you stop saying you just want to be a doctor. You can now say you want to be a dentist doctor, you want to be a surgeon doctor, and things like that. So you have a better clarity. Now, the first thing I will do here is let's put this blockchain here. And there we have let's have our Web3 or blockchain developer. So I'm going to break it down for you what each of these entails. So you have this as your developer. And now from there, just like I said, just keep that in mind. This is not like pilot, this is like doctor. So now you have different things under here, which understanding it before you can now say, okay, this is the path, this is the roadmap I want to follow. So the next thing, I break this, like I said, based on my experience. I've been in crypto since 2017, and I went into Web3 development, being in like Web2 and things like that in like 2020, 2021. So I have some level of experience considering training developers as well. So we have this, and in this part, I call them core. They are the core blockchain developer. Yeah, so you got these people here which are called blockchain developer. Then over here, if we continue this chart, we got another set of blockchain developer from here, which we can categorize. First, let's categorize it as smart contracts. Blockchain developer. So these ones are smart contracts blockchain developer. I will explain it more for you, but let's keep this structure. First, you have the core. What do they do? Then once you understand this structure, at the end, like I said, you'll now be able to pick which one that you truly want to go through the roadmap for you, and then we can discuss more in details about them. So from this smart contract now, this can also be divided into, and even here we can have something we call but I would like to split that under each of these as well. So here you can have what the first one, we call it, those are who we call dApp developer. Or let's yeah, we have the dApp developer. Let me have here because we will need more space. Then over here we got those that we can call these ones just the smart contract developer. So I don't have space. So on some program / smart contracts developer. Yeah. So on some blockchain you will hear smart contract, which is the most popular, popularized by Ethereum, but on other blockchain like Solana, you will hear program. So it still refers to the same thing. So we have this program smart contract developer, and we have the dApp developer. So, and over here as well, we have these people. Let me try to join them, or let's try. I'm coming. Maybe we try and reduce this. And over here, we always have the security. Yeah. So this aspect is also important. We got the same set as well that deal with blockchain security, and this one deals with smart contract security. So let me try and redraw and separate this. And we have this security, those anything digital, there's always the security parts of it, which is like, just like we also have this core, we also have the blockchain core developer, and we also have the security as well. We can just put it, we may say, okay, if we branch it from here as well, yeah. So yeah, so you can see this as well. So these are the structure. You are beginning to get the picture as a beginner now, that this is not just like, oh, just being a pilot and things. This more becoming like a doctor, where you have a lot of types of doctor and things like that. So, but when you just hear the word blockchain, so how does all these things now come together, and how do you pick your path? Which one are the paths which will now determine your roadmap? So I will explain that, which will be like the second. Now you have an idea of the breakdown. If you also have any structure I miss out, please let me know in the comment as well. So everybody say, oh, blockchain developer, then you understand we have the core. So who are the core blockchain developer? These are the ones that actually build blockchain. They deal with the core of how blockchain was built from scratch and everything like that. Those are the people like Satoshi Nakamoto. When you talk about Bitcoin blockchain, people like Vitalik Buterin. When you talk about Ethereum, people like Toli, Anankoyanko or something, sorry for the pronunciation. When you talk about Solana, you understand? So they are core blockchain developers. They handle everything, the architecture and things like that. Then sure, you will also have the security, those that analyze the structure, the code, the everything, the algorithm that is being used to ensure they are secure, like proof of stake, proof of work, and sure that any security something is quickly patched on the blockchain. So these are the security focused blockchain developer. Now, when you move away from here, you move to this aspect, which are smart contracts or program on some blockchain like Solana. Maybe I should put it here for more clarity. /program. Yeah. So these are smart contract / program blockchain developer. So what this one does is they are the one that build on top of the core blockchain. That means like starting from like Ethereum, this build contract, that's just see it as a code. We still learn a lot in our upcoming series as well, that now help to understand how the blockchain they understand how this blockchain structure has been built by these core developers, and they can manipulate it to write contract and deploy it on the blockchain itself. So now these people are also subdivided into three. Like I told you, there's no like particular official structure like that, but these are directly coming from me based on my experience. So you can see it's not that I'm reading textbook or reading anything, it's just from me. Now this dApp developer, or let's take it from this part, this program smart contract developer purely design smart contract. And you understand what a smart contract or program is. Those are code that you deploy on the blockchain, on this like the blockchain. Now that's what they do. These ones are not, when you want to go for this part, and now I will come back to that, and then which will be like the roadmap for each in a bit of details. And the security one, just similar to this, are those that ensure smart contracts that you deploy or build don't have flaws that can, be taken advantage of. And smart contract blockchain generally deal with money a lot of times, so any little flaw usually lead to a lot of huge losses. So that's why those security smart contract blockchain developers or program developers are so essential, because they also must understand how to build that smart contract and things like that before they can work on security. And here we have the dApp, which is the decentralized application developer. So these people combine both. That's why it's everything is under smart contract. They combine a lot of things to do this. And then the third aspect we will now discuss about is, if you are looking at picking any of these as a blockchain developer, what are required, the roadmap for each of these. So I believe in future videos I will be picking some of them, but I will be focusing more on this. Why? Because you will soon understand the core, and by now you have idea. You will likely not be going for most of this, and even in this you will likely be for this or this. You can as well go for this or this, but most times, especially if you are just starting as a beginner, you would rather be on this level than be on this level, because you will need a lot more than just being here. So being here give you more advantage and things like that. Yeah, so for the roadmap for this now is, for the core blockchain developer, this requires a very more senior position in development. So a lot of these things in Web3 still built on Web2 tech. So knowledge of like Rust, C++, all those core base programming language that a lot developer run away from, those are what is being used. So if you want to go into that, you will have to have been a senior developer. Maybe already in Web2 have 10 years, 5-10 years or more experience. So, and this, like a lot of you watching me, isn't going to be your part. If it will be, like I said, maybe in another 5-10 years time, but that isn't where you will likely just start from as a beginner now that you're trying to get the roadmap for a blockchain developer. So it takes years, and learning those core language, and the opportunity is limited, very, very limited, because the entry is high and there can only be limited number of blockchains with time. So everything cannot just be blockchains. So that has its limit. But if you're already a senior developer, then experience in all this C++, C, Python, Solid, especially C++, Rust especially, yeah. So these are core and essential entry, and the main thing to this, and the salary and everything as well is high, but not easy to get job and things like that, because it's not really open all the time. So, and you can contribute to open source blockchain to start, but to even have your contribution approved that will affect the whole blockchain is not easy. So then the similar to security, but these ones learn tools for security to be able to check and make sure everything is on track. Now to the smart contract program blockchain developer. We have these three, and each blockchain has its own smart contract programming language. So that is where it starts from. Depending on the blockchain you are on, that is where you will pick which programming language that will decide your roadmap from this part. So if you are going on Ethereum, for example, here, this here now will be like Ethereum, sorry if I mistake is Solidity, and then you have Solana or SVM, yeah, and this is mainly Rust. Though Solana take other major languages, including Solidity, through something, but most of them do have issues. Not like I'm talking about the native programming language here. Ethereum, which uses the Ethereum virtual machine, and then Solana uses the Solana virtual machine. So this uses Rust as the core programming language, and this uses Solidity. There's also like Viper, but I'm focusing on the core that is being used and most popular on them. So that if you are planning to learn, you know what you want to learn on. So any blockchain that use this EVM, there are many, like L2s and like Polygon, Binance Smart Chain, Avalanche C Chain, and many more that are springing up daily. And then Solana, there are, I think, one or two other blockchains are coming on. I think maybe Polkadot or so also use part of Rust or something. You can let me know in comments. So uses Rust, and more blockchain are also trying to use Rust because it's fast and the speed and cheap and things from Solana experience. So based on the experience they got from Solana, so that's the major something in terms of just smart contract. Then if you come to this level, that's the major thing as well that you need, because you are majorly just developing program and smart contract. So if a project need a smart contract developer and they already have team that are handling every other aspect, these are the level that will be called on. So if you just want to focus on that, some do that they just focus on, and you know, when you do that, you become more proficient in it, because that's all you do daily. Like, so those are the class of these people. Maybe I should try Ample and arrow here too, that this also goes here. You just follow the same thing with this. So if you are going on, it's just the language you have, that's the language of that blockchain that you need to get solid on so well. So, but if you are going on security, then or we can as well have a so if you are going on this, you have the normal smart contracts or program language. That's your major focus that you need here for this. So, which you now understand they are like this depending on the blockchain. Then if you are now going for something like this, security as well, you need the same thing. I think this should just stand in between, so I don't need to be retyping. Yeah, so for these three now you need this, so I need to draw something there to make it more visible. So you can see it. I'll break it from that hierarchy. I'm just using this to explain based on the roadmap of things you will need in here. So, and if you are dealing with the security, so from here as well, you can now have any other things that you want to have. But like I told you here, these developers are more on the smart contract and programming language. You get provisions, the other things, just keep building. The more you build, the better and solid you become. And the more solid you become, the more become more from junior and then getting more paid for your time, because they know you are solid at what you are doing. Now, for the security as well, apart from this, there are other also smart contracts tools, security UT tools that you will need to learn as well to be able to deliver very well here. So that's this. And now the last aspect of it, which is the developer, dApp developer. That is actually what majority of you watching really gets from maybe somebody that introduced you, or you watch a video or something like that. But now you have gone through all this basic understanding, essential and in-depth, and you have better understanding. Let me know in the comment if you found this helpful. So this is where most, and you will quickly understand why. I won't go in depth into how this in terms of the full roadmap, because this is more loaded. You understand what I'm saying? And that is my major area of focus as well. So in the last like I said, I joined crypto in 2017 and been in this since like 2020, 2021. So years, and also train and student, developer on those area a lot, because that's the most versatile, the most common you will find. So let's draw something here to keep it off. Yeah. So this is related to here. So for that, this aspect now, you will need just a summary, because if you check link in description, if I forget, please remind me in comment. I will create a dedicated playlist for roadmap, Web3 blockchain developer roadmap. So this video and then another video will follow that will be based on blockchain developer roadmap for dApp developers. So it will be for dApp developer, and I call it full stack blockchain developer. This is when you hear full stack blockchain developer, this is actually what it means. So maybe I should also put a text here that this also means full stack, blockchain developer. So I don't want you to be confused. That is why. So if you want to be a full stack developer, this is the same thing that they refer to as a full stack developer. Yeah. So it's the same thing. Yeah. Merge it together. So the dApp developer, when you are a full stack developer, you got the skill of a program, so smart contract developer, and then every other thing that is needed to build a full dApp, decentralized application, a full application. You know, from Web 2, if you want to build a website, you want to build an app, you have front end, you have back end, you have a lot of those things that you need to put together. Yeah, before. So the same with blockchain, you have the blockchain as well. So when you talk about full stack, you are talking about this. I think I should just add this together. Let's see. Hope you are getting it clearly. Yeah. Let me just add it here so things will be clear. Then from here, we can have what you will actually need, which I will just give you a summary of it in this aspect. Like I told you, we see the playlist. It will now have the next one you should watch after this, about roadmap on how to become a full stack blockchain developer. So you now understand it, even if I don't say dApp developer. You know what a full stack blockchain developer now means, and I'm also introducing like AI to it. So what this got is you have smart contracts / program. You have front end and you have back end. These three most important things drive a full stack blockchain developer work. So when you look at this now, that's why I told you this is what you will usually see, or people usually refer to when they are saying blockchain developer. Let me put it 1, 2, sorry. Two, then 3. Expand this, yeah, so that it will be a bit much clearer. So you got this now. You got smart contract program, front end and back end. And you know, like I told you, check link in the description, you will see the playlist. That playlist will contain this and then another roadmap on how to be a full stack blockchain developer. So by then, you now understand when I'm just telling you how to be a full stack doctor. You have now gone from a level of just being novice, like, oh, everything is all about blockchain developer, to you now know that blockchain developer has separated into different aspects. And is there anyone I miss as well? Let me know in the comment below as well, so that this one now I will break it down. What does it take for each? That's what that full stack developer, what programming language and things you need for each of these 3 stages to prepare you for it. And in upcoming question section, Web3 blockchain section, I'll be answering your question as well on how long it will take. Do you need a degree and more like that? So that is why you should ensure you enroll on the Programming University. A lot of courses we have there are free already, and I'm now also introducing the Programming University Pro, DPU Pro, through Foursquare Academy. So what I want to do there is simple. A lot of challenges that people go through in learning and then putting that learning in reality, I want to be building a real world dApp, decentralized application, every single month and turn it to a course for the student, for you. And so that means every single month you have a challenge to learn about to build a real world Web3 project, and at the same time turn it, you understand, a real world project, and at the same time build it yourself. You learn it and build it yourself, and you will get certification for each month. But before you do that, you have to, that's why one of it I said I'm not going to, at least for now, releasing source code. So you will learn and build it yourself from scratch. That's how you get solid, and you can influence by voting. Students will be able to vote every month for it, like the project you want me to build. So we are starting first with this one, which is to build your portfolio, a portfolio dApp, which is so essential, because from there henceforth, everyone will be building every month. You'll be adding it there so that it will be easier for you to market yourself later in future when you want to show yourself, oh, I've built this, and these are the things you will learn from that. So the opportunity is there now. This platform, you know, it's not easy to build life, real life projects, not just sometimes. You also learn Web3 project management. So if you want to learn all those things, make sure you are upgrading to DPU Pro, and that will cost you worth of about $200 per month. That's about $2,400 per year. But currently, because I'm about to launch this, I don't know when you'll be watching, I might have launched. So I have some pre-order discount and early launch discount for you. This one is almost closing just for existing students before this date. So, but those ones that might be available for you now is, instead of $2,400 per year, you are paying just $50 for 1 year. So you want to check it out, but if this slot is over, check the next one, which will turn into $75. So you don't want to miss this. Currently now is still available, but I don't know when you'll be watching, maybe a year or two after I've done this video. So, and then once this pre-order is done, that means if the platform is now launched, this is the current launch discount. At least instead of the 200 for those early students, up to like the first 70 slot of students, this is just for 10 students, this is for 15, they will get access to it just 100 per year. So you can imagine how much you have saved being among this or this, or if your existing student even being among here, but others might not be when you'll be watching. So you want to check here for by the time maybe it's launched, by the time you'll be watching. So you take advantage of this also, especially the 1 year, because this will be about 300 if you are paying monthly for a year. So that's like almost 200% off compared to the 2,000 something, and this will be increasing, I can assure you, because the more project I have, you are getting a lot of this just to, appreciate you for believing in me. Based on, if you doubt, there's no refund for this. If you doubt, please check. I have a lot of courses free on the programming. So I've had a lot of students go through it. So go through it. If you know my teaching style is okay for you, then go with it. If not, I don't do refund. I only deal with serious people that are ready to invest in themselves. You got issue, there's full support for you to help you out. So that's the main thing. And if you are paying, make sure you check on the site link in the description for the current paying. Don't just pay change wallet or things like that on the video, depending. I don't know when you'll be watching, so, or add new payment method. So make sure you check and reach out to me as well and all those things. But make sure you go through the link to make sure you are going through the current payment method, please. So that's it. You don't want to miss this, and I will see you in the next one, where I'll be breaking down what does it take to be a full stack blockchain developer, where you can build a full dApp, including smart contract. You build the smart contract, you build the front end. So like full usable dApp that has blockchain integrated, has front end, has backend, like database and things like that. I'll break them down for you. Let me know if you found this helpful. Like, subscribe, tap notification bell, share the video to as many that you think they want to go into blockchain development and need clear outline like this. I remain Foske, and please always remember to do good to humanity and nature with your Web3 crypto knowledge and not evil, to make the world and universe a better place for us all. See you in the next video, and see you take advantage of this offer now every single month. Look at what we're building. You don't want to miss it. Peace.